Year 7, what we're learning today in science is lichen. Okay, it's spelled L-I-C-H-E-N, or we say it L-Y-K-E-N, lichen. Okay, so the definition. So what is a lichen? So a lichen is an organism that is made up of two different microorganisms called fungus and algae, cyanobacteria or both. So we're now going to test your knowledge, and we're going to match organism and all the rest to the correct definition. Okay, so raise your hand if you think you know what organism is. So have a look at these definitions, and make a choice. Yep.
As a living thing, example can be plants or
Yep.
animals.
Perfect. Yep. That's number 1. Okay, number 2, algae. What do you think algae is? And a clue with that one is, have a think. Where have you seen algae before? Have a look at the definitions.
They live in water. Could be aquatic plant.
Yep, perfect. Good job. Okay, number 2. So now, number 3, microorganism. Key in this one is, have a look at the first part, microorganism. So think about micro, and think about what you define with organism.
Small bacteria.
Yep, that's it. Small bacteria. Okay, so 2 left now. Cyanobacteria. Have a look at that. Again, have a look at the word, and that gives you a clue to which definition it would go to.
Bacteria that is called blue-green algae.
Yep, perfect. Good job. Okay, the next one, the last one. One's pretty obvious. Okay.
Fungus.
Yep, number 5. So this is a unique characteristic with a lichen, is that it's made up of 2 microorganisms. Okay, so it's either made up of fungus, algae, or cyanobacteria, or both. Okay, so now looking at where do you think you could have seen, or we could find a lichen?
Different environments.
Yep.
Like hot places and tropical places.
Yep, hot places or tropical places. So yep, so we could go deserts and tropical. Yep. And anything else?
Cold places.
Yeah, so polar regions, we'll class that as. So, because a lichen can live in these conditions, that's also another unique characteristics about a lichen. So the 2 characteristics that make lichen unusual and special is that it is made up of 2 microorganisms, or 3 in some cases, and it can live in a range of environments. So now we can categorise a lichen in 4 shapes. Okay, so that's how we categorise a lichen. So number 1, crustose. Number 2, fructose. Number 3, squamulose. Number 4, foliose. So each definition is beside each shape type. Okay, and a misconception of in the scientific world is people getting confused with moss and lichens. So if we take a look at this image, we can see that moss here is made up of stems and leafy leaves. Okay, and it's also more furry. So pass this picture around. Okay, have a look at that. So that's a common misconception, moss and lichen, but remember what difference moss is, these characteristics. Now we're going to move on to our task, and that is you're going to classify each picture and determine what organism it is, moss or lichen, and then what shape type it is of lichen it is. Put each picture under the correct heading. So what I'm looking for is you get an image, okay? You go through that process. So what organism is it? It's a lichen or moss. It is a lichen, this one. So lichen. So then I go under the heading here, lichen. Then I categorise what shape type it is. Shape type, Okay, I go through each definition and match up with the picture. Okay, so it's a squamulose, this one. Okay, so then I place it there under the correct heading. And I do that for each image. Once you've done each image, I'll then come around and let you know which ones you've done correctly and which ones you need to have a look at.